Good morning. I'm Till, co-founder and co-CEO of the House of Beautiful Business. The House is an experiential thought leadership platform. Through in-person gatherings, online programs, publications, and joint projects, we bring together a global community of more than 25,000 business leaders, artists and creatives, strategists, technologists, activists, scientists, all with a shared mission to make business more purposeful, more inclusive, more sustainable, or simply more beautiful. And together, we help organizations to use thought leadership as a source of inspiration for their vision and strategy, for their marketing, and also for their leadership development. The tech news that has most caught my attention over the last couple of weeks has definitely been the advent of generative AI. Generative AI has been around for a while now, but through the launch of OpenGPT, a chatbot by OpenAI that was released to train their language model on conversations, I've really seen this hit my bubble of a lot of creative people and knowledge workers lately. Everybody tried to figure out use cases for this new technology, and I must say, I found it fascinating to be able to have almost a dialogue with a technology that is smart in the sense that the technology contextualizes what I'm asking or what I'm saying to what has been said before. In fact, there have been a lot of use cases that I found really interesting. So from writing theater plays or producing large amounts of text to actually refining text that has been written by a human, simply putting that in and using it to improve the text, to very different use cases such as a replacement for Google. There has been a lot where I've seen people really being stunned and impressed by that technology. It feels very much like if you will, a new paradigm for how we can interact with a computer. And of course, that also raises tons of concerns. So there has been a lot of debate about, can universities still ask students to write essays if such a technology actually, can probably write as good of an essay as a good student? Can it be trusted when a journalist writes text? I mean, all of these are valid questions, but at the same time, I feel very much this is, where innovation is going. And I mean, it's important to remember that this is still not, an intelligent being, of course, the technology, but very much a model where the most likely combination of words gets calculated and then produced as an output. But especially because it is like that, it feels so impressive to use that technology. And I think it brings to the forefront a really new skill, which is asking the right questions and giving the right prompts to technology. This has also been something that you could see quite well with another form of generative AI, which is text to image. That's been around also over 2022 quite a bit. I remember I read a really interesting article at some point, hadn't really heard much about that, about a person who tried to bring the technology to producing an image of a llama playing basketball and dunking a ball into the net. You can Google that actually, llama, basketball, generative AI, text to image. I'm sure you'll find it. And it's interesting because that is a series of over 140, 150 iterations of the right prompt. So I think what we'll see very much now as a new discipline is finding people who are able to creatively think of the right prompts to bring technology at the level that it's at to producing the results that we want. Another big theme, a technology theme that I've been focused on this year was Web3. Together with Hotwire, actually, we launched a beautiful business trip, an online program deep into Web3. We called that an asynchronous conference, which ran over 20 weeks with the question, how can we make Web3 more beautiful? Which, if you look at just all the crypto bullshit that is going on out there, is really a very valid question. We brought together a community of over 1,500 people who joined the Discord server and entered with us into a week-long exploration where different kinds of content, from recorded voice messages to Zoom recordings to articles to book recommendations were posted. So very much a community-centered and community-produced learning journey deep into Web3. It's still, although the conference, the asynchronous conference has ended, it's still out there. So you can join the community, join the Discord server. And I'm pretty sure we're going to continue to dive deeper into that topic next year. So what's next for the House of Beautiful Business? In January, we'll be in Davos during World Economic Forum, hosting a multi-day conversation series about the art of business. And then in June next year, we will run our big annual festival again. Each year we produce a 4-day event, highly choreographed, highly transformative, and highly unusual for a business conference. In fact, we're calling it the most beautiful business conference on Earth. It will take place in Sintra, between the Atlantic Ocean and Lisbon. Magical little place. From June 2 to 5. Title of the event is The Dream, and will focus on the emergence of the life-centered economy. We'd love you to be there. Enter thedream.house is the URL that you need to type into a computer now. And happy holidays. Hope to see you in the next year.